Hey folks, I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. I want to take you down the tropics because we do have a late season storm, and I think this will become the most consequential storm of the year. And I'm talking about Tropical Storm Melissa down here in the Caribbean. It's a very large storm. And the big issue with this storm is not that it's coming towards us, because that's definitely not what is expected. The problem is that it's going to be actually standing still, stationary for a number of days, or at least roughly in the same area. And that's going to allow the storm to dump rain over the same spots over and over and over again, leading to a very similar situation that like we saw with Helene back last year. Remember how much rain fell over the Appalachians and it caused death and destruction from all that heavy rain? Well, these islands, Jamaica, Hispaniola, Haiti, Dominican Republic, and Cuba, especially the eastern end of Cuba, are mountainous. That's going to squeeze a lot of this rain out of the system. And since it's going to be hanging around that area for a number of days, that is going to lead to epic flooding, landslides, and other mudslides as well across that area. So it's going to be a terrible situation for folks down in the Caribbean. Now, we don't have to worry about it because there's cold fronts coming on down at this point every few days. That's going to pick this thing up and sweep it back out into the Atlantic. At this time of year, you'd have to have a big break in between fronts in order for a system like this to kind of sneak its way into the Gulf. We don't see that happening. It's likely to turn north and west, or north and east, I should say, and head back out into the Atlantic. I mean, look at the craziness with these models. So look at this. It's like spaghetti up in here. I mean, this is our spaghetti models, right? But it really does look like it at this point. So it's just going to be kind of hanging around. See, when a system is not moving very much, it's hard to forecast because there's not much steering it. That's why it's not moving. There's nothing to steer it there. There's nothing to steer. It's really hard to predict where it's going to go. So it's going to hang around in the central Caribbean for a few days, and eventually it's going to get carried off to the north and east. You see, none of these, though, bring it into the Gulf. After all those models that have been run, none of them show it going into the Gulf. Now, what it will do, once again, is hang around the Caribbean for a number of days, probably about a week or so. And it's going to mean heavy rain day after day in spots. And look at these numbers. They are incredible. Port-au-Prince, that's more than 3 feet of rain over 7 days. So that's like us getting 6 months worth of rain in a week. And these are mountainous areas. And of course, this here is Haiti. And Haiti has terrible infrastructure, very vulnerable to any sort of natural disasters. And this is going to be a big natural disaster if rain falls like that here across the island. Now, keep in mind, too, depending on where the actual system goes, and there's different ways it can go, these numbers may end up being over Jamaica, or they may be over parts of Cuba. But for now, just be realized that there is going to be, these islands are going to be seeing massive issues due to all this rain from Tropical Storm Melissa. And this will cause death and destruction here across this area, like Helene did last year in the Carolinas. So maybe the last storm of the season, but it's also looking like the worst storm of the season. Of course, right here at Fox 10, we'll be tracking it all the way through.